Welcome to this week's episode of F.Y.I. I'm your host, Doreen Barnes. Joining me in the studio to talk about an upcoming golf tournament happens to be Dave Annable. He's going to be talking about the Annable Design Charity
Golf Classic.
That's
it.
Whoa.
As I say, you always tease me every time I'm here. It's these long names. I got to tongue twist you and make you think.
I know you do that just to irritate me, don't you?
It's more to keep you smiling.
It's working here. Okay, so let's talk about this Annable Design Golf Classic. When is it happening?
So it's taking place June 13th, and we've moved it back to Brockville. We've been trying for years to move it closer. We've been at Smuggler's Glen and Gananoque for
ages.
8 years. Mm-hmm. And now for our 9th season, we're bringing it home. Mm-hmm. We're bringing it to Brockville. The country club had a vacancy, and we're able to get in there. And June 13th, we're going to tee off in the masses.
Isn't that nice? Okay, so tell us cost.
Cost for a foursome this year is $700. Mm-hmm. We have variable rates. I think there's something like 17 total sponsorship packages that people can get involved in. And that's really where we're kicking off right now, is setting up that back base of the tournament and all the support and the prizes and the sponsorship. So any business is really looking to help a charity, which ours is the Tim Hortons Children's Foundation.
Yes.
And support the tournament. It goes a long way. There's lots of advertisement. We end up with 2.5 months of advertising for all of our participants, and then we switch gears and get into the golfers, and we've sold out every year on sponsors and golfers. So the opportunities now for everyone to get involved, and being closer to Brockville, it's more local advertising.
Yes.
And we pull golfers from Cornwall to Kingston, so it's really nice.
That's good. So how do they register?
So they can contact the office at 613-926-5350. Email us at adcharitygolf@annabledesigns.ca, or go to the website is the best route, always, adcharitygolf.ca. We have a sponsor zone, a golfer zone, a participant zone, dinner guest zone, the whole 9 yards. There's many ways to participate, and it's a really fun event.
So go into the zone.
Yeah, just pick which one you want. A lot of our golfers are also sponsors.
Yes.
One of the nice things with our tournament, because I'm contractor orientated, a lot of our builders, a lot of our consultants, like architects, engineers, and that, they bring the office staff for a day of golf, and we all get to network, and it's really nice after golf, because we all integrate, we chat, which especially in this era that we're in, it'll be nice to reconnect with everyone, because we haven't seen each other in 2 years.
Well, there you go. And a lot has happened in 2 years.
It has, and we've missed the tournament for 2 years now, so we're coming back and really bringing it local. I'm happy to have it here at the country club. It's been a dream. I've looked up to the Rotary Golf Classic for years as one of the staple golf tournaments, I think, in the area, and the amount it raises is astronomical.
Yes,
it's crazy.
It is.
And successful. So I look up to that. I'm like the baby brother of that, and I hope someday to be looked upon the same. But bringing it home to Brockville, I think, is a big key.
So how long have you said? 8 years?
This is our 9th year running.
This is the 9th.
Yeah, and we're sitting right now. The last time we ran it was 2019.
Yes.
And I thought for sure we had it all set at the banquet that we were going to break $100,000, and I'm like $600 short. So we will be breaking
this year.
Yeah, I think on average per year we do about $26,000 that we end up handing over to the Tim Hortons Children's Foundation.
Why Tim Hortons?
I'm friends with Shane and Natasha, and we got talking about it, and I was looking for charities, and did the silly thing on Facebook and said, any charities looking for money, let me know.
Yes.
So I got inundated.
You must have.
It was crazy. It's amazing how many people needed help.
Oh, yeah.
And I grew up through scouting, and saw the value of my morals and standards that I have are based on scouting, the honesty, the integrity, but then also being able to stand on your own feet. And they really teach that when they take these inner city kids and city kids to the camps, and they instill it. And each year we have had a camp participant come to the banquet and talk about the experience to really let the people know what they're giving money to.
Right.
And it really rings home with a lot of us. And it always has with me. And any chance I can get to support amazing people like Shane and Natasha and Brockville Tim Hortons and Prescott and Gananoque Tim Hortons get involved as well.
Yeah.
All they have to do is ask, and I'm there to support them.
Yeah, they're amazing people.
They
really
are. They are.
Yeah.
So it's just a dream match that we get to work together, and you know what? People have shown up in droves and sponsorships to support them. So there's obviously the same feeling that I have for it.
Yes. Tell us how the day will unfold.
Yeah, so the day, we're not there to stress people out. We really want it to have a fun time. So we typically have a mobile Tim Hortons. We'll roll up onto the site so you can get your little espressos and your coffees and your Timbits. And we have about an hour and a half where you can register for the golf tournament. Then normally Minister Clark and normally the local mayor come and do opening announcements. I know Bruce Wiley has said he wants to be involved with it this year to support us.
Yes.
And so we do opening ceremonies, and then everyone loads up into their carts and off they go to their designated holes. And we're kind of separate. You don't see many unless you're crossing for the game of golf. We have 50% of the holes are normally live sponsors. So there's people on the holes telling you about themselves or have samples or whatever, fruit stands, the whole 9 yards. And then when we get to the banquet, the fun happens is we're networking. We're having an amazing meal.
Yes.
And we have a giant silent auction.
Ooh.
So the silent auction is really key. And that's the one, if anyone does silent auctions, they realize that's the really bread and butter because those things are donated 100% and 100% proceeds come back. So we do the silent auction and really just all around try to have a good day and celebrate Tim Hortons Children's Foundation, but also take time to breathe. Our slogan is a good day at golf beats a bad day at the office.
There you go.
Yeah.
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 Well, good. There was in some advertising you were doing, this word jumped out at me. It was called challenge. So
The Sabotage Challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it?
So my wife actually came up with it, and Flair FX normally sponsors it.
Yes.
And it's kind of like a juggernaut sponsorship because you're able to pay $20 to Sabotage. So I could pay $20 to sabotage your team.
Oh, really?
With a wiffle ball, with children's plastic
You're
clubs.
kidding.
And you have to use those on one of the holes. And normally what it sparks is it just
Yes.
becomes mayhem, but it's turned out to be one of our staples. And it's really fun to see. Like I got a wiffle ball and a plastic bat last time, and I don't think it went 2 feet. And we all tried. We all swung like we were superstar athletes and nothing
Just
doing.
didn't happen.
So it adds a stroke to the game for sure, because some of the teams are pretty competitive.
Oh, yes.
And
Oh, yes.
when you give them a wiffle ball, it brings them a little down to earth.
Yeah, it does indeed.
So yeah, it's one of our best ones.
Oh,
but
good.
we have lots of fun games like that happen,
Uh-huh.
and they seem to be well received.
Oh, I would imagine. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love that. Tell us a little bit more about the silent auction, some of the items that have been donated.
Yeah, so silent auction, I mean, the staples are always there, the barbecues, we get mountain bikes with our partners from Canadian Tire and this. We get a lot of stuff from that, but it comes right down to one of the ones that I see every year is a will and power of attorney kit, because a lot of us put that off or forget about it, especially business owners.
Yeah.
That's always there.
Yes.
Tim Hortons always brought us in. We had Sidney Crosby signed jerseys, like Timbit jerseys from back in the day.
Yes.
A lot of novelty stuff like that. So it's really a great mix for everyone. And we really encourage those golfers to bring their better halves with them. And at the banquet, we try to make it so that everyone feels integrated, and it's not just you're the sidearm to a golfer.
Right.
We're all there, we're all participating, and we're all having a great time. And with the country club, if we need that curling rink surface, we can fit a lot of people safely in there.
Yes, you can. So
it's a big venue.
spacious. Yes,
Yeah.
it's spacious enough that you won't have an issue with space and
We hope.
and and having fun. What is the live vendors?
So the live vendors is kind of what I mentioned, where typically they're on the tee off or at the green.
Okay.
A lot of them that sponsor the hole-in-one prizes, The previous year running, we had 2 vehicles and 2 $10,000 hole-in-one prizes. So they're there watching
Yes.
for the hole-in-ones, but also interacting with people. Sometimes they have like Plinko boards or spinning boards where you can win prizes, handing out swag, all that type of stuff. So any event, we also had, I think Podium Sports was there one year doing assessments of your, and Ashley was there.
Good.
We're open to all of that. Anything to get small business advertised is my mantra. That's what I'm about. That's what I'm for. So if you're spending money to advertise or sponsor a hole, come on out.
And if there's someone out there that would like to donate, because we're talking Tim Hortons here, Kitties, if they want to donate to the silent auction, please do.
Yeah, absolutely. Just our office is at 2211 Parkdale Avenue. We're open Tuesday to Fridays. Pop in with the item, email us, check the website, all the contact information's there. And we start collecting those at any time, but we tend to try to push it to about a month before, just so that we don't have an office full of barbecues.
Well, there you go.
But yeah, we'll take any support we can. And like I said, I've been blessed being supported by the community so far. So I just hope now that COVID's kind of exiting, that support comes back and we can get focused on the real charities and the real needs that
are out there. Yes. Food is paramount anywhere.
It is. It's crazy.
So tell us, what is the meal? Has that been selected yet?
It hasn't been selected yet. This is, again, it's kind of new for us to progress from where we were, because Smuggler's Glen is known for their prime rib.
Right.
So it was prime rib for years. And the country club's aware of this. And we've asked them to step their game up and match what our participants are used to. So that will come out in the details. But right now we're proceeding with registrations, proceeding with sponsorships. At this time, which I believe is being decided in the next couple of days, is the vaccination mandates. The country club still has it in place. Right now as we speak. But they're hopeful it'll be gone by June.
Things are going to change.
Well, none of us know. Right?
So if it was the middle of winter, I'd almost guarantee it would still be in place. But with it being June and being a private event, we're hopeful that that'll be gone. But the rest of it, I mean, we've all adjusted for 2 years. We all know how to be safe.
Yes, we do.
It's going to be a fun day of golf no matter what.
Okay, telephone number and website.
613-926-5350 is the telephone number, and then adcharitygolf.ca for all the information.
Thank you for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.